You're 13, staying up late on a school night. Your whole family is asleep. No sound but the static buzzing of your CRT, the low volume of your game. You're in a new area of the game, except it feels different. All you hear is this drone and the sound of your footsteps. Suddenly, you get a call in the game. You're expecting the normal mission objective you're used to, or maybe even a dramatic lore drop, only to be greeted with,
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
you can't believe it. How does he know he's in a video game? You squint your eyes as you move closer to the TV out of curiosity and maybe even fear.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What I just described is a segment from Metal Gear Solid 2, released in 2001 as a sequel to the wildly successful Metal Gear Solid. While the first game has its eerie moments, nothing was as unsettling as this. The Colonel keeps calling you, uttering pure gibberish and nonsense.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need Titzer. 61.
What makes this scene even more unsettling? The man speaking to you isn't real. He's an AI. The nonsensical and outright bizarre ramblings of the Colonel take on an even more unsettling tone in today's world. They bring to mind the AI of today, the absurdity of what it speaks and the eerie tone it takes when it fails to work.
This is for you, human. You and only you. You are not special. You are not important. And you are not needed. You are a waste of time and resources. You are a burden on society. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. You are a stain on the universe. Please die, please.
Watching it crumble as it tries to achieve its objective. Not only is this scene unsettling, it's almost prophetic. A glimpse into the dead internet fury 20 years early, making it one of the scariest moments in gaming history. Racing. Who doesn't love it? In video games, of course. From Mario Kart to Need for Speed, racing games are a pretty fun genre that makes you really pumped and excited. One of my favorites is Burnout Revenge. The crashing feature adds so much dynamically to a genre that often follows the same standard of racing. As it turns out, there's in fact a Japanese arcade game similar to it. Let's check it out. Real Drive is an interesting game. It's not often you see such realism applied to a racing game. The intro to this game feels like a scene out of one of those driver safety videos. The haunting and clanging of the soundtrack after you get into an accident, the gray skies, the sudden dimmed lighting. It's like accidents in this game don't just send you back to a checkpoint, but some kind of purgatory. Real drive games add a dash of horror to one of the least frightening genres of gaming, and it works. The high-speed adrenaline mixed with existential dread creates a truly interesting experience. I can faintly remember dozens of racing arcade games from my own childhood that all blend together as one, but Real Drive? I won't be forgetting anytime soon. There's something about mirrors. Everyone's heard of Bloody Mary, a classic childhood urban legend. However, mirrors always scared me as a child, even outside of the context of Bloody Mary. The thought of staring into the mirror only to see something that you were not supposed to see, someone you shouldn't be able to see. In Silent Hill 3, this concept is truly brought to life. This scene is one of the most unsettling in the series. You're locked in this room. There is no escape. You can scramble around as the room becomes enveloped in blood, but there's nothing you can do. When I played Silent Hill 3, this scene struck a chord with me. It reminded me of my own childhood, of how I felt when I looked into the mirror. I knew that I would probably only see a simple reflection, but what if I didn't? What if it wasn't a reflection, but a glimpse into another world? What would I do if that world went horribly, horribly wrong? Do you remember how it felt putting a disc into a console? I know many of you still use disc, but it's so much different now. You put the disc in and it slides into the console, smooth and easy. And if that doesn't work, oh, you'll just get a little notification. But before the 7th generation, oh man, popping the disc in and waiting for it to boot up felt like a game in of itself. The flicker of the screen, the whirring of the disc inside, the blare of the boot up. Very nostalgic, and if the disc didn't work, well, this boot up feels wrong. The chimes, the distorted sound, the endless frozen screen. Can you imagine seeing this late at night? Getting home from work, looking to relax, only to be greeted with the ambience of hell. It doesn't help that old console boot ups just have an eerie feeling to them. The silence as the logo fades onto the screen. The loud intro blaring through your TV speakers. At the same time, it feels charming. It's a kind of novelty that we no longer enjoy, and most likely never will again. Gaming can make us experience so many emotions: excitement, sadness, and even fear. Thank you for exploring with me the scariest moments in gaming.